Hey, what is up guys? My name is Mohammed Bilal and today I'm going to tell you how you can check the performance of your smartphone or any other smartphone you want to check. I have been reading articles about this particular topic for about 1 year and I'm going to give you a summarized form of the knowledge that I have taken from those articles. So yeah, let's get started. First of all, you need to understand some terms. Chipset, everyone would know that. It is also called System on Chip, SoC. It is a small unit which is integrated in the circuit of the smartphone that has all the basic components of a smartphone on one chip, which includes CPU, GPU, Wi-Fi, let's call Wi-Fi signals receiver, and other controllers built on a single chip. Two terms, CPU and GPU, everyone should be familiar with that, and I guess 90% of the people would know what they are. GPU controls all the graphics related things, for example your gaming, and CPU controls all the functions which do not include creation or animation of graphics. Let me ask you a question. Why Apple devices have such a good performance? The answer is simply that they use a good GPU that reduces the load on the CPU as well as on the phone's RAM. And GPU consumes a lot of battery as well. That is the reason why Apple's devices generally have a low battery time and high performance. The two popular chipsets that are used in most of the devices are Qualcomm Snapdragon and High Silicon Kirin. Now let's talk about processing speed. How well a CPU performs depends upon its processing speed. It is the speed with which the processor analyzes the data. Now let's start the proceeding. I can take in a very lot terms in this particular topic, but it will have no benefit. It will make the things more complex rather than making them simple. I want to be as simple as I can so that you can understand well. So the first thing you need to check is the number of cores present in that particular smartphone. Number of cores have a direct relation with the performance of your smartphone. The more the number of cores, more will be your performance. So octa-core processor will have higher performance and will be more faster than quad-core processor. Number two, the processing speed. It also has a direct relation with the performance of your smartphone. If the processing speed of your smartphone is greater in number, practically your smartphone will be more fast. Nowadays, really powerful processors with high number of processing speed are getting available in smartphones, especially in the flagship devices. Just check the chipset number written after the chipset name. Higher the number, the more good is the chipset generally, and you get a good performance from those devices. It's a general rule, but there are some exceptions as well. So now coming to the fourth point, benchmarks. Benchmark is the most powerful technique by which you can check the performance of any smartphone. There are many benchmark apps available on the Google Play Store. By knowing the benchmark of your device and by comparing it with benchmark scores of other devices, you can get the relative performance of, you can get to know the relative performance of that particular smartphone. Higher the benchmark scores, higher will be the performance of your device. Another point that you must remember is that two equal benchmark scored smartphones will not necessarily have equal performance. I mean that they may or may not have same performance. I mean that they may or may not have equal performance, because performance of a smartphone depends upon certain factors as well. For example, software optimization. If you do not know what software optimization is, Google. Now let's take an example. A phone has benchmark of 1100 and another phone has benchmark score of 1050. This score tells us that both smartphones will have almost equal performance. One smartphone may be slightly faster and it can be 1050, or same goes for 1100 benchmark scored phone as well. But there will not be enormous difference between the performances of those smartphones. And let's take another example. One phone has 1100 benchmark score and the other has 750 benchmark score. Now it is definite that 1100 will have higher performance than 750 because there is a large gap between 1100 and 750 benchmark device. So these were some points or tricks or rules you can say that will help you in understanding how well your smartphone performs and how you can know the performance of your smartphone. Thanks for watching.